Hello and welcome to the castle at Creekside High School. We now ask that you please rise if you are able and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. Thank you. Welcome to the castle for tonight's matchup between the St. Augustine Yellow Jackets and your Creekside Knights. It's now time for our starting lineups. First up with the visiting Yellow Jackets. A forward, number 0, Paris Lewis. Sophomore guard, number 1, Samoria Ringo. A senior shooting guard, number 5, Miles Simmons. Shooting guard, senior, number 12, Julian Quintero. And junior shooting guard, number 15, Dorian Grimes. The head coach for the visiting Yellow Jackets is Marcus Perez. And now, the starting lineup for your Creekside Knights. At guard, junior, number 3, Dave Patterson. At guard, junior, number 2, Derek Rivers. A sophomore forward, number 15, Lucas Desa. A freshman center staying at 6'8", number 32, Nolan Nelson. And a senior forward standing at 6'7", number 21, Alex Collier. The head coach for your Creekside Knights is Chris Patterson. Let's hear it for your Knights. Let's play some Creekside basketball. All right, let's do this. It is time for basketball live on Schlick Sports. We've got St. Augustine and Creekside live. Knights' first home game in 26 days. And they got the 8-6 Yellow Jackets at home. The tip is off. St. Augustine will start with the ball. A backcourt violation, so not the way you want to start if you are the Yellow Jackets, giving the ball right back to the Creekside Knights. We had no pregame here, as dealt with a lot of technical difficulties here before the game. We're going to try to get a scoreboard up on the stream at some point during this first quarter. is missing down low is Desa, the sophomore, getting the start. Ethan Tucker out for the Creekside Knights with an injury along with Andrew Jenkins. They're spread a little thin out there. The guys have been stepping up. Cade Patterson, Derek Rivers. They've been guys to watch. Garen Baylock been really good, the guard off the bench, along with Lucas Desa getting the start tonight. They're gonna need all the help they can get. Is that one blocked by Collier? Desa going the other way. He's got two options down in the middle. He passed to Collier. Collier dishes to Nelson. Nelson floats it in the lane. Creekside takes a 2-0 lead. Yellow Jackets on the other end. Floater chips short. Nelson comes down with the rebound and will be fouled quickly by Julian Quintero. The Knights had dealt with quite a few injuries. Alex Collier had missed some time along with Nolan Nelson. Collier just got back. Nelson missed time during their holiday tournaments with an illness. They're both back now out on the court for Creekside, still missing Tucker and Jenkins. As there's Nelson, no good. Little reverse action trying to bank it in off the glass, didn't work for him. Now on the other end, Quintero gonna be called for a travel, trying to drive in from the corner. And it's Creekside basketball. Would have talked about this in pregame, but St. Augustine's offense, they've had an up and down year, and the key figure has been 50 points. St. Augustine this year when scoring 50 points or more is 6-1. When their opponents do it, they're 1-4. When they don't score 50 or more, as Rivers fires a three, no good. They're 2-5, the Yellow Jackets, when they don't hit that 50-point mark. He's on the other end, first basket of the night of Miles Simmons. And it's 2-2 heading to the timeout with 6:14 to go. Chris Patterson not happy with his team as we step away on Schlick Sports. Back here at the Castle is a quick, fiery timeout from head coach Chris Patterson. Not too often we've seen those stern words from him this year, but you saw that first bucket go in. He did not like something in that Knights defense. Quite a few words for him when they got back to the bench. Alex Collier in the corner. Pass to Derek Rivers, driving in from the left wing, was looking to get it to Nelson. It was tipped away by Wingo. He's going the other direction, driving in on the right block. Fouled by Alex Collier. He'll shoot two. Samorian Wingo going to the line. Key wide receiver for this Yellow Jacket state runner-up football team this year. They got 3 wide receivers playing basketball on this team. Wingo being one of them, the sophomore at the line. All tied up at 2 here, 5:44 to go in this first quarter as Wingo hits his first. Takes a couple dribbles and one more. Second shot up. No good off the front iron, but there for the rebound, Quintero. And the Yellow Jackets will keep the ball even after it's deflected out of play. Knights can't get the rebound there on the free throw. We'll see if the Yellow Jackets can make it hurt. Just getting the ball in time to Wingo. Morion dishes over to Miles Simmons over at the center circle. Setting up a play. Off the screen from Wingo, the three rattles in and out. Creekside on the other end. Patterson over to Alex Collier. Collier to Rivers. Rivers back to Collier. Collier with the easy layup down low. 4-3 is our score. Creekside with the 1-point advantage. Quintero and the Yellow Jackets trying to respond. Lewis, top of the key. Passes over to Simmons. Quintero guarded by Nelson. Showed he's not afraid to shoot the three. Got a little bit of space. He passes over to the right corner. Three is fired. No good from Lewis. Cade Patterson bringing it the other way for the Knights. He's got Desa.
Desa driving in on the baseline, kicks it back out to the right arc. Rivers down to Collier. Collier to the right corner. Desa fires a three. Too much on it. Looked like he kind of panicked as he saw Quintero coming towards him from the lane. Now Quintero on the other end fires up a shot. No good. Ball bouncing off of players' hands, and it's last touched by Cade Patterson and Creekside. The Yellow Jacket inbound coming from the baseline left of the hoop. Yellow Jackets having trouble getting in quickly on those inbounds. They've gotten it in. They've been cutting it close to that 5 seconds. Simmons. Back up to Creekside logo. He passes over the right wing, back to Simmons. Lewis. Bounce pass into the lane. Quintero. Triple team. Fires to the right corner. The three is short from Grimes. Ball last touched by Lewis and St. Augustine. Creekside basketball. Coaching matchup in this game. Creekside coached by Chris Patterson, entering his second year at the Knights, the fourth head coach in Creekside history. Played collegiately at UNF, had a fantastic track record here as the JV coach. Got his Knights sitting at 10-6 this season. Desa driving down to the right block. No good. On the other end, Lewis. Top of the key. Trying to drive in with it is Wingo. Wingo goes up with the left hand, gets it to go on the layup. Contested on the shot. He was able to get it to fall. It's Patterson to the right corner. Desa drives on the baseline, called for a travel. Yellow Jacket ball. 5-4 is our score. St. Augustine with the lead as Garen Baylock checks in for Lucas Desa. The Yellow Jackets are coached by Marcus Perez. In his first season with the Yellow Jackets, totaled over 100 wins at St. Joseph Academy. His St. Augustine team off to an 8-6 start. They've lost 2 straight after winning 5 in a row previously. This is a Yellow Jacket team that tops out at 6'2", 6'3". Creekside's definitely got the height advantage down low. The 6'7", 6'8" duo of Collier and Nelson. Is that shot no good? We'll see if they use that to their advantage tonight. The three off the back iron, but another offensive rebound for the Yellow Jackets. It's Wingo driving in. He's fouled. Garen Baylock called for the foul on the drive. There's the inbound to Durden. Passing the ball around the high arc. Over to the left corner now. Samarion Wingo driving in, gets the ball ripped away by Derek Rivers. He's going the other end up the right side. His pass deflected. He was trying to get it to Ethan Tucker, who I was told as of early this afternoon, Tucker was considered out of this ball game. But he's in off the bench, and that's huge for Creekside. Comes in averaging 11.9, a senior leader at point guard. Look out for him. It's a big get back for the Knights. I'm sure he'll be limited, however, in tonight's action. It's Collier finds Nelson, shoots the three. That's short. Collier grabs the rebound, trying to go back up with it. Ball tipped free, now fighting for it. It'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow pointing Creekside's way. 1:55 here to go in the first quarter of play. 5-4 St. Augustine is the score as Tucker lobs it in to Nolan Nelson. Left wing, trying to get it down to the left block. Pass right there for Wingo, who's driving the other side, spins around, lays it in. 7-4 Yellow Jackets. 1:35 on the clock. Tucker. On the left wing, out of the high post where Nelson tries to drive into the lane, floats it up off the back of the rim and out. Harris Hines passes forward. Wingo guarded by Rivers and Tucker, and Nelson puts it up. Couple bounces and it goes out. Fought for the rebound, however, tipped it out of the hands of Nelson. His last touch by the Knights. St. Augustine has got a few offensive rebounds here, some second chance opportunities, which is something they look to avoid allowing the Creekside defense. Creekside, especially with their 6'7", 6'8" forwards, they got to find a way to pull down these defensive boards. That's something they pride themselves on. Lewis now facing his zone defense from the Knights. St. Augustine being patient, waiting for the right look. And there it is, down on the block, going up with it. No good. Creekside gets the rebound. Rivers tripped up, passes to Collier, but he's called for a travel. Took a heavy hit of contact there, which caused him to go down. Surprised that wasn't called for a foul, but instead a traveling violation there on Rivers. So 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Yellow Jackets back with the ball. It's tipped by Patterson. Tucker's got it now. Tucker to the hoop. Tucker lays it in, and one opportunity for the senior. He was fouled by Simmons, going up with his left hand. Deflected it off the glass and in. 23.2 seconds to go in the first quarter. 7-6 our score, make it 7-7 as Tucker gets the free throw to go. Been a defensive battle here in this first quarter of play. Driving in with it, trying to fire a shot. Simmons slipped, now Creekside going the other way. Rivers, 5 seconds on the clock, reverse layup, money. 9-7, 1 second on the clock, final second three, no good, off the glass. Creekside comes back and takes a 9-7 lead heading into the second quarter. You are listening to Creekside and St. Augustine live on Schlick Sports. Welcome back to Creekside High School, start of the second quarter. 9-8, Creekside with the lead. And a few late buckets after being down 7-4 with less than a minute and a half to go in the first quarter. He's coming out of the break. Samarion Wingo gets a bucket. He's got 7 of the Yellow Jackets, 9. Patterson on the other end fires a 3 short. Knights fighting for the rebound. Last touch by Nolan Nelson and Creekside. Here comes St. Augustine the other way. Yellow Jackets not afraid to attack the paint despite Creekside's height advantage down low. And Wingo right here, it's been dangerous on the drive. 6'2", 175, an athlete. Ball out of bounds, last touch by Nolan Nelson and Creekside. 7:07 to go in the second quarter, 9-9 is our score. Looking for options on the inbound. Simmons on the right arc, driving into the lane. Pass it back outside to the right corner. Swinging it around the three-point line, looking for options, but there is a traveling violation called on Lewis. Drove in from that right arc and took an extra step to get to that free throw line. Tried to feed it down to the left block. Would have been a good pass had he not been called for the traveling violation. Nelson pass a little wild down to Collier, but Quintero called for a foul on the reach-in. Reached an arm in there, poked it free. Tucker on the right wing, drives in front of the hoop, goes up with it, no good. Ball loose, Lewis comes away with it. 9-9, 6.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Simmons has got to bring it across half court, he finally does. Now in that upper left corner, he drives over to the middle. And a wild pass as Wingo is looking for Simmons. Out of bounds and Creekside ball. Tucker dribbling with his left, crosses back. Feeds it down to Nelson, one-on-one in the paint. He's gonna be called for a charge. A little too much contact with Miles Simmons, sent him flying to the ground. And the 6'0 Simmons wins the battle down low with the 6'8 Nelson. Lewis. Passes outside, left arc, three is short. That's Quintero. Now gliding the other direction, Cade Patterson in the right corner for Creekside. Now in the lane, trying to get out to Derek Rivers, wild pass, and it was tipped by the Yellow Jackets. Creekside inbound from in front of the St. Augustine bench. Tucker. Right side trying to drive in, now top of the key. Lobs it down to Nelson. Nelson catches, banks it in. 11-9, Creekside with 5:13 to go in the first half. Paris Lewis. Passes from the right corner to the left corner. The three is good from Wingo. Wingo has got 10 of the Jackets' 12. They lead by 1. Tucker. Rivers pass. Way to the right of Patterson in the right corner, goes out of bounds. Tucker subs out, Baylock in for the Creekside Knights. 4:46 to go in the second quarter. Bounce pass down under the hoop, back out to the right corner, Quintero. Double team, pass to the other side. Swinging around, pass low. On the ground, Creekside picks it up. Baylock gets his pass deflected. Now Simmons going up to the rack. He is not fouled, it looks like. It's last touch by Garen Baylock and the Creekside Knights. He deflected the ball out of bounds. Sloppy first half by the Creekside Knights. Left corner. Simmons now drives on the left side of the baseline. Back outside, right arc. It'll be an inbound from the right side. Creekside retains possession. 3:45 to go in the second quarter. 12-11, Yellow Jackets, our score. Baylock dribbling around, passes near half court. Patterson back to Baylock. Timeout, Creekside, as they're trying to break the 1-2-2 zone. Unsuccessfully, they'll draw up a play now. With 3:19 to go in this first half. It's 12-11 Yellow Jackets when we return on Schlick Sports. .319 to go in the first half. Back on St. Augustine 12, Creekside 11. The Yellow Jackets rely on their defense to win ball games, and right now they're dominating the Knights with their defense. It's Collier. He's got a man in the corner, but it's tipped free. Yellow Jackets ball. Wingo to the right arc, back to Wingo. Passes into the lane, it's Simmons. Creekside, a good offensive team, coming averaging 58.3. Jump ball, sticking with Creekside. The Knights just cannot seem to find an answer as the Yellow Jackets will throw a lot of defensive looks at you, and they're aggressive. Another turnover force there. Pass up the court. Caught by Durden, now pass the drive. Too much on the shot. Patterson goes the other way. To the right corner, Baylock down to Nelson. Nelson trying to feed it back to Baylock, and a foul will be called on the ground. That was a push on Bam Lions. Collier no good on the three. Durden on the other end, lays it up. No good as he was pressured by Collier. We're talking about the mix of defensive looks that St. Augustine will bring at you. Got a variety of zones, presses, man, as Rivers fires a three. No good. St. Aug ball is a foul on the rebound. We are in a scoring drought. And a good 2.5 minutes since our last bucket in this game. Miles Simmons will inbound as Creekside now going to bring on a full court press. I have a feeling the Knights are trying to get some points in transition at this point. They haven't gotten any yet tonight. Many. Simmons breaks the press, Down in the lane. Jackets passing it around. Wingo guarded by Lee. Crosses to his left, fires to the left corner. Clark passes. Grimes on the drive, foul called. And it's a charge. Drawn by Ethan Tucker. 1:24 to go in the first half. This does not look like a late in the second quarter type score. Quite often we find ourselves, at least here at Creekside, with higher scoring first halves of football games. Lee for three, no good. On the other end, Clark. Not sure if he was trying to pass it or shoot it, but he was fouled and he's gonna go to the line to shoot two. It looked like Clark was going on the drive and he thought about dishing it over to Grimes, but last second shot. Fire, it hit the underside of the rim, but counts as a shot. He's shooting two. He gets that first one to go. Points finally back on the board. It's now 13-11, St. Augustine. Second shot, no good. Under a minute to play here in the first half. Tuck to Desa. Tucker pump fake, step back, three from the left side, no good. Rivers grabs the rebound, his shot rejected. Two Knights run into each other, Lee and Tucker. And it's a backcourt violation. Yellow Jacket ball. On the drive, Wingo gets a layup to go. 15-11 is our score. 4-point St. Augustine lead. 23 seconds to go in the second quarter. Ball tipped out of bounds by the Jackets. Ethan Tucker trying to drive in. They are not giving the Knights any looks in the paint. Foul called. Turnover on Creekside. 12.1 to go here in the second quarter. They haven't been great looks. Just a lot of turnovers forced by these zone defenses that the Jackets are giving Creekside. Quick ball movement is going to be key in the second half. This time going to run out, and the first shot did not get off in time. Doesn't matter anyways, it rattles out. Our first half score, 15-11, St. Augustine over the Creeks after the halftime break on Schlick Sports. Welcome back here to Creekside High School live on Schlick Sports. Start of the second half. Our score, St. Augustine 15, Creekside 11. Through 16 minutes of play. Been a low-scoring defensive battle so far. Creekside, no answer to St. Augustine's zone defenses. St. Augustine been spending a lot of time on offense. Not too many good looks for them either, as there's a decent one. Wingo had some space from the left arc, missed on the three. As Derek Rivers goes the other way, pass down to Nolan Nelson. Nelson to Collier in the lane, puts it up, no good. Creekside will get the offensive rebound. Rivers back on the drive, floater no good. Gets his own rebound, looking for options to pass, pivots, finds Deza. Deza's shot no good. Deza grabs the rebound, going back up with it, no good. Ball on the ground, still loose, and St. Augustine finally has got it. Wingo goes the other way. Pass stolen in the lane. Rivers somehow still dribbling, falls down, steps out of bounds. One effort there by Derek Rivers, almost kept it going. Yellow Jackets with the ball. Simmons on the drive, working on Patterson, lays it in off the glass. Simmons, one of three wide receivers for St. Augustine, who also play basketball. It's Collier in the lane, hook shot, no good. Decent look for Collier, just couldn't finish it off. Contested. Is Wingo on the other end. Looked like he tried to dunk it. He was blocked by Collier. Nelson picks it up, passes over to Patterson. One of the receivers on this team, Carl Jenkins Jr. Haven't seen him yet tonight as Nelson fires a three. No good. Glass lid above the rim for Creekside right now. Patterson down to Collier. Collier to Nelson. Nelson with the floater, and that's Creekside's first bucket in at least 5 minutes. 17-13. Patterson steals it away for the Knights. Going the other direction. Finds Nelson. Left block. Three around him. Couldn't get the shot to go. Transition opportunity for the Jackets. Slowing it down as Simmons brings it back up top. I'm talking about Carl Jenkins Jr. Three-star wide receiver. Currently on the bench for this team. Offered by Eastern Carolina today. Holds offers from Louisville, UCF, Texas A&M, among others. I really wanted to get to that note, so I'm going to use it. 5:16 to go is a baseline inbound forthcoming for St. Augustine. They get it in. Wingo goes up with the shot, no good. Collier grabs the rebound. Deza lost control of the ball. The team seemingly forget that they're pressing right now. Just out of sorts, this Creekside team right now. Good chance on the drive. The lob was too high for Paris Lewis. It's stolen right back by Wingo. Wingo on the drive, reverse layup. He's fouled. He'll shoot two. Another turnover by the Creekside offense turns in to an opportunity for points for St. Augustine. First free throw up, no good. Three in for the Knights, Tucker, Baylock, and Seymour. Deza, Rivers, and Patterson out for Creekside. St. Augustine sticking with a relatively similar lookout on the court for most of the game. The second free throw good. I do not believe that Simmons has gone to the bench yet. There's a foul down in the lane. Inbound now for Creekside. Substitution being made for the Yellow Jackets as Quintero goes out. Lions into the game. Tucker, the left corner, now down on the baseline. Collier, back out to Ethan Tucker. Collier in the left corner. Then to Nelson. Nelson gets the ball tip free. Wingo, one-on-one with Seymour, spins around, tries to fire a wild shot. And now pass the other way, was looking for Collier, stolen away. Baseline, Yellow Jackets, Wingo back outside, and Paris Lewis will slow things back down. Another turnover. That pass skipped out of bounds. 4:01 to go in the third quarter. 5-point St. Augustine lead. Nolan Nelson checks out for Creekside. Derek Rivers back in. Rivers, top of the key, swings it over to the right side. Down low, Collier, back out. Right corner, going on the drive on the baseline. Tucker to the left arc for three. Rivers in and out. Collier grabs the rebound for Creekside, back outside. Right arc three for Baylock, no good. Ball again on the ground. Creekside could have gotten that rebound. Instead, the Jackets going the other way. Grimes. Wingo is going to be fouled by Baylock at the top of the key. Durden comes in now for St. Augustine. Grimes on his way out. Simmons trying to drive in on Rivers. He slips up, falls. St. Augustine still at the ball, however. Lewis on the drive. Lewis going to be fouled. Another inbound to come. That was on Ethan Tucker. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. 18-13 the score. Bounce pass into Lewis. Lewis blocked by Tucker. Still St. Augustine ball, however, as Nelson comes in for Collier. Nolan Nelson for Creekside is averaging 20 points per game in his last three while shooting 69% from the field. He had 23 his last time out against Tucoy Creek. He's only got 6 tonight. Creekside, through 2.5 quarters of play, only with 13. All turned over by the Yellow Jackets as Creekside goes the other way. Ethan Tucker driving in from the free throw line. Floater's good. Whistles and looks like they're giving Creekside head coach Chris Patterson a technical foul. I didn't see what happened, but must have said something that they did not like. First free throw, no good. Simmons at the line, got 4 tonight. Second shot, good. And then comes the inbound. Wingo tripped up on the drive. That'll be a foul on Derek Rivers. Still a 4-point St. Augustine lead. Neither of these teams to 20 points yet, as shooting 2 will be Wingo. Creekside in the bonus. Excuse me, I misspoke. St. Augustine in the bonus is 5 fouls in the third quarter from Creekside. Wingo's got 13 points tonight. Trying to make it a 5-point game, and he does. Creekside lucky to still be in this game. Most teams, he scored 15 points in nearly 3 quarters as Rivers fires a 3. That's no good. You'd be getting blown out by this point, but the Knights only down 5. The shot no good off the glass. Their defense is making up for it unless St. Augustine misses 2. On the baseline drive. Out on the baseline. Creekside ball. .2:05 to go in the third quarter. Patterson trying to lob it down low, stolen away. Samarion Wingo. Pass back to Simmons, who brings it up the court. Simmons driving in from the top of the key, pulls up left of the free throw line, gets the jumper to go. .22-15. Creekside with just 2 points in the third quarter. For 3, Patterson, bingo! From downtown, Patterson gets a 3 to go. Back to a 4-point game. On the drive, Simmons blocked. And a traveling violation will be called on Paris Lewis. 1:09 to go here in the third quarter. Back to a 4-point game. Tucker walking it up the court. Rivers on the drive. Rivers lays it in. Patterson got that 3 to go, and the Knights quickly with another bucket to follow. Back to a 1-possession game. 37 seconds to go in the third quarter. Lions passes, Quintero trying to drive in from 3-point land, stops himself, past the Lions, stolen away. 25 seconds on the clock, and now the Knights trying to give the ball back. It's on the ground. Fight for it, jump ball, possession arrow to Creekside. Simmons was all over that pass as Collier was trying to get it to the guard, Patterson, who looks a little shaken up. .18 seconds to go in the third quarter. Still a 2-point game. Rivers brings it across half court, driving in, kicks to the left corner. The 3, no good from Baylock. Ball was last touched by Wingo on the baseline. 7.3 to go in the third quarter. Creekside down 2. Tucker gets it in. Baylock left corner, 5 seconds. His pass tipped. Tucker recovers, fires a half-court shot over the hoop. Won't matter as it's a backcourt violation. .1 on the clock. St. Augustine looking for a buzzer beater. Quintero gets it in. Simmons won't get a shot off. It's heading into the fourth quarter. We got a 2-point ball game, 22-20. St. Augustine up by a bucket on the Creekside Knights. Start of the fourth quarter, 22-20. St. Augustine with the ball, and they lead Creekside. 8 minutes to play. Knights a little rejuvenated after their 5-0 run to end the third quarter. Might not sound like too much, but with a game as low scoring as this, that's huge. The Creekside Knights as Wingo, top of the key, dribbles back. Desa guarding him tight. Quintero. Driving in from the right corner. Now left corner, it's Simmons trying to drive into the hoop. Layup no good. Rivers brings it to the other side for Creekside. Passes back to Tucker. Tucker to Rivers. Top of the key, trying to drive into the lane. Finds an open Tucker for three. He got it! A big tray from Ethan Tucker. It's a 1-point Creekside lead. Quintero, guarded by Collier. Trying to drive in. Goes up with the shot. No good. Ball on the floor. Collier's got the rebound. Baylock down low. Rivers banks it in. Creekside's offense coming alive. 3-point advantage. Wingo over to Quintero. This gym getting loud. Wingo on the drive, pulls up a shot. No good. Rivers grabs the rebound. Creekside goes the other way. Tucker for three. No good. Baylock's got the rebound. Pass to Desa. His shot up. His shot no good. But he will shoot two at the line. This place is about ready to explode if that three fell for Tucker, or if that shot went for Desa. And a timeout will be called by the Yellow Jackets as Creekside with the lead, 25-22 over St. Augustine here in the fourth quarter. Back at the Castle, 25-22. Creekside with a 3-point lead. They've been trying to get back all night long. They got the lead, chance to make it a 2-possession game as Desa gets the first shot to go. (26-22). Second shot up. That one good. 27-22. As Wingo trying to bring it across half court. 2 men fall, and the foul will be given to Desa and the Knights. Quintero will inbound it for St. Augustine. 5:42 to go. A little too much on it. Simmons recovers. Guarded tightly by Rivers, trying to beat him up the right side. He does. Trying to slow things down. Rivers won't let him. Driving in, finds open Quintero in the left corner. The 3 shy of his mark. Rebound goes to the Yellow Jackets. Wide open Simmons for 3. Wide right. Didn't hit rim. Creekside gets the rebound. Rivers the other way. Desa drives in. Desa finds Collier. Right corner, Tucker gonna drive. Tucker goes up, he's blocked. 3-on-2 fast break for St. Augustine. Wingo slows it down, passes back to Lewis. Now on the drive, Quintero goes up with it. Shot no good, put back from Quintero, no good. Gets his rebound a second time. Right corner, Grimes, pump fake 3, no good. Collier's got the rebound for Creekside, and a foul is gonna go against the Yellow Jackets. .452 to go, 27-22 in the fourth quarter. Defensive battle in tonight's game. Knights offense has come alive here. They've now got a 5-point advantage. Rivers, Collier, Patterson, drives into the lane, trying to kick it to the left corner. It's stolen away. Read perfectly by Wingo. He's trying to take it to the hoop. His layup no good. Probably should have passed it off to Simmons. Ball rolling around. Simmons has now got it in the left corner, trying to drive in on the baseline. Goes up with a shot. Too much on it. It goes over the rim. The putback is good from Dorian Grimes. Back to a 1-possession ball game. Ethan Tucker crosses half court. 3:55 to play. Patterson over to Rivers. It's passing the ball around the outside. Tucker trying to go on the drive, into the lane, passes, finds Baylock. Baylock shot blocked. The other direction, Quintero. Lewis gets it stripped away. Tucker trying to go the other direction, passed him a little too much. Now he drives to the hoop. Fouled on the shot, he'll shoot 2. And Tucker hurt on the landing. Trying to get to his feet. Just coming off of an ankle injury. He's up on his feet, walking off the court. So the good sign is he's able to walk off to the side. The bad sign, he's still very much in pain. It did not sound like a soft landing whatsoever. 3-point game. Creekside with the lead. 3:07 to go. First shot no good from Brennan Lee, who checked in for Tucker. Baylock's second shot good, Lee's second shot is good. Back to a 4-point game. Simmons fouled coming up the court by Baylock. 3:03 to go. Derek Rivers will check in now for Creekside. Or no, he's just coming on with the towel and for Baylock. Clean up the sweat down on the court. 3:03 to go. This game's been back and forth all night long. Not too many points on the board, as you can tell, as that's been the story of the night. 15-11 was our halftime score. And a good defensive battle. Sloppy play, but looks like it'll be an exciting finish. Dorian Grimes, top of the key, bounce pass, down into the lane. Tucker just picks it out of the hands of Lewis. It's Cade Patterson over to Rivers. Derek Rivers drives in, dishes to Lee. There's going to be an offensive foul on Derek Rivers after the pass. 2:33 to go. Still a 4-point game. 28-24, Creekside with the lead. St. Augustine with the ball back. And he throws it off the back of the hoop to himself. Not sure what Simmons was. Is he trying to get it up the court to Paris Lewis at half court? I don't know what happened there, but he threw it off the back of the hoop. And now Creekside inbound. So a little gift there from Miles Simmons. Creekside calls timeout before the 5-second violation. 2:32 to go. They lead by 4 when we return on Schlick Sports. .232 to go. Creekside leads 28-24 over St. Augustine. They got the ball. Here in the fourth is Desa with the look down low, wide open. There's a foul. It's called on Lions, and it is a shooting foul. Didn't look like much contact down low. Lions pleading his case, but Looks like now he's got a little blood on his face. They got to clean up. Deza to shoot 2. 1 of 2 from the line tonight. Make him 2 of 3. Second shot now for Deza. Good. Now 6-point Creekside lead as Deza will check out. Now St. Aug, who's been in control most of the game, despite lackluster offensive performance. They got to find ways to get some points on the board. They've only got 9 in the entire second half. They need 6 to tie this one back up, and they got 2 minutes and 8 seconds to do it. Wingo to Simmons. Simmons on the drive. Simmons is going to be fouled. I think that one is going against Derek Rivers. 1:56 to go. Not a shooting foul. Baseline inbound. One more and they'll be in the bonus, however. Here's the 3. He got it! Big one from Julian Quintero. And a timeout called by St. Augustine. Back to a 3-point ball game. 1:52 to go. You are listening to Creekside and St. Aug live on Schlick Sports. Back at Creekside, 1:52 to go. The Knights up by 3 after the big 3-pointer from Julian Quintero. Knights get the ball in. As they lead 30-27. Tucker brings it up the court, goes out of bounds, and Ethan touched it last. Chance to tie now for the Yellow Jackets. Simmons to Quintero, guarded by Collier. He hands it off. Wingo. 1 minute, 30 seconds to go. Quintero on the right arc. Pass to the right corner. Grimes. Back to Quintero, top of the key, Wingo. Spins around, steps back, passes over to Grimes. Quintero for 3, short. Nelson grabs the rebound for Creekside. 1:08 to go. Jackets have 1 foul to give. Knights got time to kill. 57 seconds. As Tucker recovers from the low pass. And a foul's going to be called on the Yellow Jackets. And that'll bring them into the bonus. Tucker will shoot 2. 83% free throw shooter. He's got 8 points tonight coming off the bench. First shot good. Nolan Nelson checks out. Lucas Deza in. Second shot good. Tucker hits them both. 32-27. Wingo, lane to the basket. His shot blocked, but he's fouled. Chance to get it back to a one-possession game, 45.5 on the clock. Both teams now into the bonus. First shot good. Wingo's got 14 now. Chance to get it back to a three-point game. Big free throw here. And he got it. Back to a one-possession game. Full court press in effect. We're going to have to wait until after the break. Creekside ball. They're up by 3. 45.5 to go in the fourth quarter when we return on Schlick Sports. .45.5 to go. (32-29), Knights up by 3. Rivers gets it in. Colliers has got space. He goes up. He slams it down. A backbreaker there on the inbound. 5-point game coming off the Collier dunk. Lions to Simmons. Simmons on the drive. Simmons blocked by Collier. He is fouled. What a clutch couple of moments from the senior, and he is fired up. Man, he starts it off with a dunk in transition. 15 seconds later, a block or a rebound, and he gets fouled. Makes them both. It's a 3-possession game. First shot good. Second shot for Collier. Bounces off the rim and in. Now 36-29, St. Augustine needs a quick bucket. It's Simmons going on the baseline drive. He lays it in. 16 seconds to go. Timeout, St. Augustine. Back down by 5. It's 36-31. Knights trying to put a close on it when we return. Back at the Castle, 16.1 to go. 5-point game. Knights trying to close it, but they turn it over, and an easy layup for Paris Lewis. And it's back to a 3-point game. What a mistake by the Knights. And now a 13.2 to go. Things have just got real. We'll be back in 50 seconds on Schlick Sports. Three-point game. Closing moments of the ball game. Knights up by 3. 12.3 on the clock. The Yellow Jackets are going to intentionally foul. That was weird. As Creekside's in the bonus, it looks like that was very much an intentional foul. They stopped the clock, but now Creekside will make it a 2-possession ball game. Chance to go up 5. Shot no good from Tucker. Creekside's got the rebound though. 8 seconds on the clock. Tucker fouled again. 7.9 to go. Four-point Creekside lead. Make it 5. Is that intentional foul? I think that was intentional. I have no idea what happened there. As it's now a 6-point game. St. Aug needs a fast 3. 5 seconds on the clock. Now Simmons will go on the drive, kicks it back out to the right corner. Quintero for 3, good. And time will run out on the game. Creekside comes away with the 3-point victory over the St. Augustine Yellow Jackets. Back and forth all game long. But in the end, the Knights prevail at home, coming back down late with the 39-36 victory. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. We will not be here on Friday for Creekside's district bout against Fleming Island. I'll be on the road calling girls soccer right back here on Schlick Sports Friday night. A top matchup in the country between Creekside and Ponte Vedra to tune in. But for now, I'm Noah Schlickstup signing off. Our final score, Creekside 39, St. Augustine 36. I'm Noah Schlickstup signing off, saying good night from Creekside.